Good morning, Robert.
What's up? Hey, good morning. I got an issue with all you media guys. Can we talk about it real quick?
Yes.
Okay, here we go. First of all, the whole Mayo and him talking and giving everybody information. Weren't you all complaining about Bill and how he gave nothing to anybody for years, and now you have Mayo, who actually gives you something that you can talk about, right?
Yeah.
Can you be happy about that? You listen to all these radio shows where people are like, "Why is Mayo telling everybody so?" He's just giving you guys something to talk about. Perfect,
Okay.
great.
All right. Okay.
And then the quarterback thing. Okay, you want to put Drake May out there, a rookie quarterback, to get baptized and killed by an offensive line that they're trying to figure out? No, you have to protect. You protect the young guy. You don't throw him out there in the fire and get him killed and get him beat up and emotionally and physically and mentally killed. No, you go with the veteran guy, put the veteran guy out there first. You try to figure out your offensive. It takes the first month of September to figure out your roster, your lineup. Maybe you can claim a couple guys off of other teams and bring in a couple tackles, and you get a better offensive line in place. You feel more comfortable. And then at the right time, you put in the young guy. You have more confidence in your offense, your offensive line. He has more confidence, and things work out in a better manner than putting him out there and you get him killed, and then the whole fan base is going crazy, like, why'd you pick him at 3, blah, blah, blah. Just relax.
But the veteran guy stinks, and if that's the case, why is every other quarterback that was drafted in the first round who's behind Scribin's quarterbacks, why ain't they sitting?
Wiggy, you think he stinks?
Jacoby Brissett?
Yes. He don't stink. He's had – how many reps has he had? He's practicing with the team. You go in there in the preseason. Okay, so here's another thing. Wiggy, when you were playing, they put –
Mank, started in –
Don't cut me off, Wiggy.
Mank.
Wiggy, don't cut me off. Listen.
Go ahead.
Listen. Wiggy, you're out there, you're first-team tight end. You go against the 2s or the 3s. How are you going to make them look?
If I'm the first team, I should dominate.
You should dominate, okay, right? So you're seeing all these guys. You're seeing quarterbacks and linebackers and receivers against second and third team guys. You have to look at these guys, and you have to look at the players against number ones. We really haven't seen anybody against a true starting offense or defense or anything.
Right.
So
my point, Nick, is this.
Why don't we wait?
My point is this, Nick. Brissett got reps against the 2s in the preseason games, and was throwing interceptions. He stinks. Why isn't Jaden Daniels sitting then in Washington? Why isn't Caleb Williams sitting in Chicago? Why isn't Bo Nix sitting in Denver? When you're a bad team and you draft a guy that high, just like Carolina did last year with Bryce Young and C.J. Stroud, you play that guy. You don't sit him behind a journeyman backup who's not very good.
Weren't we talking the other day about the Commanders' O-line and how bad it stinks?
Yeah.
It's worse than the Patriots.
Oh, yeah. Wait till we watch the Commanders in Denver in a couple weeks. You're going to, this is terrible. But I'm telling you.
Ninko, I would ask you this.
It's going to be bad. Bo Nix, and then also, too, Bo Nix, right?
Mm-hmm.
Stidham? Is that who he's competing with? Stidham?
Yes. Yeah.
Like, come on. All right? Like, you got Bo Nix. You put Bo Nix in. It's also certain places, certain teams, they're going to tell you who you're going to put in there, right? They're going to tell you who to put. Okay, certain teams, you're like, okay. The teams are going to constantly lose. You think the Commanders are going to be a playoff team this year?
No, I'm not saying they are. Can I ask Ninko one question?
I just figured this out, by the way.
Uh-huh.
Is there some sort of opening on the defensive staff over there?
Oh, if there is, guess what?
No, not this year. Huh? Nope, not for Ninko.
No,
I am coaching 8-year-olds flag football. Okay, I don't have time for this professional league stuff.
Did you say not for this year?
Yeah.
But no, not for this 40-year-old man. No way.
Sorry to stutter.
But remember, Greg.
I hit my head a lot. I might only have 10 or 20 years left. I'm not going to just.
While you're on the phone, did you text Mayo and say, "Hey, I'm on the radio defending you right now. Tune in."
Well, the only way
the problem. I have a problem with everybody listening to interviews and saying, "Oh, Mayo talks, he gives you all the – listen, you guys had 20-something years of a guy being like, yeah, get out of here. Like, get away from me, you media guy. Like,
but
and now Bill's media.
Right, but Nick, I think Mayo wants Drake May to play. He just doesn't have the power. And Nick has nothing to worry about. When it comes to defense, Alex Wolf said, hey, you can go Elliot Wolf, whatever the hell his name is. You can hire defensive guys. Every offensive guy has to be an Elliot Wolf guy. If I was going to, say, hey, any chance, man, you can hire me next year, he's probably like, listen, I got no control over that one. This is just the way I look at it, Nick, it's a shame because I don't think that Mayo, Wolf, and Van Pelt are on the same page.
Are you in the building?
No, I ain't in the building, but I can connect the dots. Everybody
you can connect the dots through what? All season and in the training camp where they don't even hit each other? They got freaking guardian caps on their heads?
No, here's how I connect the dots. Elliot Wolf was in Green Bay with Alex Van Pelt. Alex Van Pelt hired pretty much everybody from the Cleveland staff. Every guy that Jerod Mayo interviewed for the offensive coordinator that had connections to him got passed up or didn't get the job. So the offensive coordinator was hired not by Jerod Mayo, but was hired by Elliot Wolf because of the relationship that they had in Cleveland. And I believe those two, because Alex Van Pelt said it himself, Jacoby Brissett is our starter, when Mayo told us last week that May is outplaying Brissett.
Yeah. All right. Well, listen, Ninko, you're okay with this decision. You think that Jerod Mayo made the right decision, right?
I've said this from day one that no matter what it looks like, you don't throw them out there right away. Okay. You don't throw them out there right, especially now. This is the main reason for that. Their offensive line, to me, is a work in progress, right? They need to get a few pieces in. I thought they should have tried to, instead of going after a receiver, they should have tried to trade or get a big-time tackle in here, because you need to tackle a blindside guy, protect the quarterback, because we know that these young quarterbacks, you got a couple young guys on this roster, quarterback-wise, can move and get out of some situations. They have the ability to scramble. So what I would do is try to get the offensive line solidified. You have more of a moving pocket. Hey, okay, if this breaks down, receivers, go out, backyard football, get open, quarterback, move around in the pocket, extend the play, because that's really hard as a defender to stop a mobile quarterback that can move in the pocket and throw the ball down the field. That's what I want to see out of this offense. But you can't have a guy hitting his back foot and getting the back of his head caved in, right? Yeah. You got to have some type of offensive line, and it especially matters on the edges. The interior, I'm not worried about the interior guys. They got some interior pieces. I'm talking about the corners, which nowadays – good pass rushers are making $25, $30 million a year. They're paid to get to the quarterback. You got to protect the quarterback.
All right, and then just to be clear, because we got to go, but you would be okay as a player with outplaying somebody all training camp and then sitting for the year.
It's outplaying. Outplaying is all subjective, right?
Okay. The head coach said, when you're a rookie, I'm just going by what the head coach said on this show.
Exactly. You all are just tuning in and taking it and running with it.
All right.
Maybe it's a psychological thing. He's boosting up the kid. Maybe, hey, you had a great camp. You outperformed the veteran. But guess what? We're not going to throw you out there to the wolves. We're going to protect you. Keep doing what you're doing. Keep balling. It's going to be yours one day. You're going to get the keys. All right. But not today.
Rob Ninkovich, as always, a pleasure. I'm so glad you called. Thank you. We'll see you soon. All right, bud?
All right. See you guys.